Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today I'm going to do a tag video. I was tagged by Fashionably Amy. Hi Amy, by the way. Let me cue you in on this side. Hi Amy. So Fashionably Amy tagged me in a video many moons ago, and I've done the part 1 already, and I'm doing part 2. So be sure to check out the part 1 video of me talking about the 10 bags I couldn't live without at the moment. But Fashionably Amy was tagged by Cat L, also hi Cat L by the way, to do a which 10 bags do you see yourself wearing 10 years from now? And then it could be interpreted as if you could only have 10 bags, which ones would they be 10 years from now? But then Amy did one like, okay, what do I do now? Like which are the 10 bags I have now? And then which are the 10 bags I would wear in the future? So I kind of decided to split it up and make 2 videos out of it. So be sure to check out my top 10 bags of right now video. Also with Amy, like with an Amy tag. And then watch this one as well, which is which 10 bags am I going to see myself wearing in the future, or which top 10 bags are going to be, do I see myself having in the future or wearing in the future? All right. So thank you, Amy, so much. I'll see you in a bit. And I'll also post a link to Amy's video down below. So be sure to subscribe to Fashionably Amy's channel, also to Cat L's channel. So thank you ladies so much for making the tag and sharing the tag. And I'm going to try to not look at my hair. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday from this channel, and you're all invited to join the live chats. My co-chatters are in the chats with me, so let's get straight to it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts and also what your bags are. So this is the future. So we're 10 years from now, which is kind of scary to think about because, I mean, a lot can happen in 10 years. I don't even know if I'm going to be here in 10 years. You know, this is kind of like scary to say, like, oh my God, I don't want to be that YouTuber that, you know, kicks the bucket soon after, and then like you look back at this video and say, oh my God, he said that. And then never test or tempt fate. I always say that. So this is done with a lot of whimsy, this selection of bags, and also, you know, what can I say? Destiny permitting, if I'm still here 10 years from now, this is what I would imagine would go in terms of bags. And so the first one I wrote on my list, interesting, because when I did my list of the 10 bags that I cannot, like, you know, my top 10 bags for now, if I could only have 10 bags, which 10 bags would that be? And I made that list and I shot that video, and check it out. But then I thought, but wait, but 10 years from now, aren't I just going to want the same bags? Because like the concept is, well, if I make a list now of like, if I could only have 10 bags, which ones would they be? But then I found the loophole. Because I thought, well, in the future, it's not if I could only have 10 bags. In the future is, which are my top 10 bags that I would wear? And so I thought to myself, okay, let's prioritize practicality for the future. Also thinking the future is probably going to be, you know, how times are going at the moment, probably grim. You know, we're going to have a lot of movement. You got to be on the go. You got to be ready to flow any minute. So the first one I have, and this is kind of an unpopular opinion right now, but I have this since I've had this since 2015. So I bought it before all the controversy started. And I wear it all the time. It's my Yeezy backpack from 2015. Okay, this is the only collection that Kanye made with Adidas. And then they stopped. They didn't want to do more clothes with him. It was apparently too complicated. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I wanted to say is I always travel with this. whenever I fly, whenever I'm in any way, shape, or form traveling, I always take my Yeezy backpack with. It's the most practical bag ever. I put all my, stuff in here, everything I need to travel. It's a great carry-on. Um, I love the color. I love brown. It's just perfection. And actually, I'm just working on a um, like a series of vlogs from Melbourne. And when you're gonna see me also traveling to Melbourne. That's gonna be a little series that I'm posting on YouTube, and you're gonna see this one a lot because I traveled with this one. So, um, and um, and the series will be edited by Patrick John Thomas, who uh, co-did the movie Art Lovers Unite, Vivienne Westwood and myself. And so he's also taking the challenge of editing that enormous gargantuan footage that has come from the Melbourne trip as we were traveling to Australia for the premiere of Art Lovers Unite. So you're going to see this backpack a lot, especially in the first episode. Okay, so I definitely see myself wearing this in another 10 years. Why am I saying this? It's because this backpack is from 2015. Now it's 2022. So it's been, well, it's almost 2023, right? So technically it's been 7 to 8 years. So I've had this backpack for 7 years, almost 8 years now, and it hasn't aged a bit. So I'm thinking I'm definitely, and I use it a lot, and I don't baby it, It's always on the floor beside me and stuff like that. So um, if it looks spick and span brand new after 7 years, 8 years, it's going to look good after another 10 years. So I'm still going to have it unless it doesn't break. But it doesn't show any sign of breaking, especially in the more delicate areas, which is like here. It's so well padded. It's a gorgeous piece. Anyway, so I do believe I'll still have this 10 years from now. And that's definitely my number one. My number two, if the leather doesn't fall apart, is going to be my Chanel 255 clutch, which I adore. This is my favorite 255 bag. So it's easy to baby this one. It's easy to care for this one. It is in de-stressed calfskin with gold hardware. It's easy to baby it and to care for it because it's not overly big. It doesn't have a chain. The chain is not going to mess with the leather anywhere. It's not going to print it, and it's not going to kind of dent the leather. And it's a relatively small bag that you can care for and store nicely, archive nicely. And I do believe that for the amount of times I've used it thus far, it's holding up really well. So if I take good care of it, I still haven't found a way to, I don't know, I just don't trust any chemicals, but I'm thinking like, another 10 years from now, like how's this bag going to look like in 10 years? Like, is there a way to hydrate the leather without ruining the leather? Using a good product. If anybody has any tips, let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, the leather is perfect. It's still super flexible. It doesn't have any signs of drying out. I just wonder how it's going to look 10 years from now, considering that Chanel prices are going to be astronomical, but also they're probably not going to be making this style, and I really, really love it. So I hope that this one is going to stay nice and healthy for another 10 years because, pardon me, it's going to definitely be in my top 10 that I use for 10 years from now. Business, travel, on the go. This little thing is amazing. Dinner events. It's so versatile. Really, you can do anything with it. The next one. Now, I might not have this one anymore in 10 years, but it's the Vivienne Westwood Yasmin Large. This is a staple of her collection, so she keeps making these every year. So even though maybe this one starts breaking because it is a vegan bag, it is a plastic bag, it might dry out, I will be buying a new one. So this model will exist 10 years from now, and if this one falls apart, I will be buying a new one. Although I've seen Yasmin bags that are 20 years old and they have not fallen apart. So I'm optimistic that this one is going to do well. However, since the pandemic, um, we were, you enter in stores and then they force you to, clean your hands with the disinfectants. That might be an issue in this area because then, I let my hands dry first, but then you still have some of the residue on your hands. And then when you hold, I want to blame the pandemic. If something happens to these handles, it's because of the disinfectant soaps and sprays and all that shit, right? So if anything happens to the handles, it's because of that. But other than that, I think this one is going to keep its shape. And if it doesn't, I'll just buy a new one because I love it so much. Also great to take it through the town, but also on the go. Right. Next, and now so far, these are bags that we've seen already, right? But no, not really, because the Yeezy backpack was not on the other list. Now another one, of course, this one. Come on, it's a timeless piece. I'm so looking forward to seeing my Speedy 10 years from now. So looking forward to seeing my Speedy 30 10 years from now. How it's going to look, how it's going to patina, how it's going to age. Because I repeat, people that say, oh, they're basic bags. They're not basic bags. They're super elegant. Just Google. I always say this. Who knows if 10 years from now there will be Google? We don't know. But just Google, if you can, Audrey Hepburn, Speedy 25, the epitome of elegance. This is a Speedy 30. However, she wore hers her whole life and it aged with her. And on the photos where she's younger with her bag, the handles look lighter. And then when she gets older, she's still carrying the same bag. The straps got dark. It's beautiful. So anyway, also great one on the town. I'm also thinking 10 years from now, I'm going to need more comfort. The bags are going to be lighter. I'm going to need something that's easy to put on. I'm not going to need heavy bags. Lighter is going to be key, I think, practical, but also maybe subdued a little bit. Now, I know that this is flashy because the logos are all over it, but it's very light, and that compensates for that. I mean, the Speedy is literally light as a feather, so that is really, really, really plays in its favor, the fact that it's so light. So, the fact that it has all the logos on it, not a big deal, at least not for me. Now, the next one, speaking of light, also one of the loves of my life, and it fits a ton. This one, I see myself wearing this one 10 years from now. Definitely see myself wearing this one. It is the Chanel large fanny bag from the Métier d'Art 2019 Paris/New York, but I call it Paris Egypt because it is kind of the Pharaoh Egyptian inspired collection. Karl Lagerfeld's last Métier d'Art collection before he passed away. May he rest in peace. And this little beauty here is mostly in cotton, and it has a bit of leather. This part of the strap is in leather, and then we have Gros Gras here, but then we have this bit is in leather, and then this bit is in leather as well. So there's not much to go bad here. Cotton can kind of resist the test of time quite well, hopefully, and I do hope that this bag is still going to be wearable 10 years from now. I mean, you never really know. But if it is in good condition 10 years from now, you best believe it's going to be in my top 10 rotation. It's the only Chanel fanny bag I have. I have another little belt bag, but I don't wear that as a fanny bag. I wear that as a necklace because it's a teeny tiny 255 belt bag. But this is the only like fanny bag size shape that I have. And if the leather keeps up, I mean, it looks just like brand new right now, and it's already what, 3 years old. So I'm optimistic that this one is going to be in good shape 10 years from now. So this is going to be in my top 10 roster of the bags I wear. Also because it's very lightweight. Now I know the metal is a little bit heavy, but compared to the chains being in metal and the bag being a double flap in leather, this is like nothing in weight compared to the other ones. So 10 years from now, if I'm going to need like lighter weight bags, this is going to be great little Chanel lighter weight bag for me. And the next one, oh, all right. This one, also a Chanel bag. You're going to be really surprised, but of all my Chanel chain bags, this is my most used and just the most practical. I find myself grabbing and gravitating towards it all the time. And 10 years from now, this is going to be the one I'm going to wear. Now, the 255 clutch is a clutch, doesn't have the chains, but this is the chain. And let me show you what it is. Of all the Chanel bags I got, and I got a plenty, this one is just the most practical one. It is from the 2016 Korea Cruise collection. It is a de-stressed lambskin. So it has this gorgeous texture to it. De-stressed lambskin. It's very, very rare that they make de-stressed lambskin. Look at the pattern on the leather. It's almost like water or something. You see it? It's a tiny chevron, right? It's a single flap. This is such a beautiful, look at the texture on this. It's so baroque, opulent, live-in ferret. In aged gold hardware. It's just a super practical bag. I wear it a lot. I enjoy this to bits. This one is just amazing. It really is. The size is right. The proportions are right. Perfection. I'm so, so, so happy I got this bag. Back in the day, I mean, well, it's a seasonal piece. They don't make it anymore, but today would probably cost double, which is insane. So the practical me from 10 years from now that's going to want to have a simple approach to things, it does have a visible logo, but I mostly, wear it like this anyway, so it kind of covers the logo. And it's so squishy. It's it's less structured because it's a single flap, and it's not leather on the inside. It's burgundy cotton, the interior, right? So it's a little bit soft. Of course, the interior of the flap is leather, but the interior of the bag, you see, when it gets burgundy, that's cotton. Anyway, that's the next one. So that was my number 6. Number 7. Well, 10 years from now, I'm gonna have a bag. Never test fate, right? But I'm projecting this. I would like to have this one, and if I do, this is gonna be in my top 10. Let me show you. Okay, so the black Birkin box calf with gold hardware, size 35. Okay? 10 years from now, if I have it, I will be still using it. Hands down. Like, that's a no-brainer. A no-brainer. But it doesn't end there because obviously, being on an Hermes journey. Hold on, where's my little... Being on the Hermes journey. Wait, is it upside down? I don't know. Being on the Hermes journey, put it on a silver platter, will ya? Thank you so much. Ooh. There's going to be more. It's not going to end here. It's not going to end here. Another one I see myself wearing 10 years from now is this one. The Bolide, size 40, like a big one, a 40, size 40 for travel. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, not necessarily this color, although we do love a neutral tone, but a Bolide Hermes, a Bolide bag in a size 40 for travel, to die for. The Bolide, and actually this color is gorgeous, but I'm not saying it has, I'm not picky with the leathers on this one. Now, for the Bolide, I definitely don't want box calf. I've never even seen one in box calf. They probably did them at a certain point in time in box calf, but no, it would have to be a softer grain. Barenia comes in mind for the bolide, you know, but Clemence, that could be also Togo. Why not? But you know what? I wouldn't also mind like deer, um, or goat skin or something like that. But anyway, I love a bolide, and I love it when it gets de-stressed like this, when it kind of slouches. I know people usually want them to maintain their perfect shape, but I love a slouchy bag. So a bolide that kind of ages a little bit and starts slouching, mwah, delicious. As they say, chef's kiss. But also the size, because the size 40 is big, so it would automatically slouch because it would be much bigger. So I definitely see myself with a bolide 40, neutral tone or black. Black, maybe not. No, actually, you know what? Something like this. Perfect. Wouldn't mind a green, emerald green, dark green, moss green, or something like rouge H, the Hermes rouge, something like that. Now, the next one I also don't have, and this is a brand that I've been looking more and more into, and I still don't own a bag from this brand. And I don't know what bags they're going to make in 10 years from now, but I'm going to show you the next one. And I'm definitely, 10 years from now, if I'm still here, we're definitely going to have this brand in my top 10. Rick Owens. And this is the strobe bag from the strobe collection from fall winter. They have also a small size. Okay. This is lambskin with that big metal thing at the top. Do you see that metal thing where under his arm it says Rick Owens on it, but it says it on, oh my God. Anyway, to die for. Yes, we've seen the puffer bags. They've had their moment. They're come and gone, but this is something else. Especially in this size, his leathers are amazing. I love it this big, size queen, but they also have a smaller version of it. The same bag, just in small. It also exists now. I'm not listen. This is a seasonal piece. They're not going to make this bag 10 years from now. I don't know what the brand, Rick Owens brand, is going to be designing 10 years from now. But all I'm saying is, something in black Rick Owens leather. I see myself definitely having that mood 10 years from now. And a portable mattress, says Kev. I just love this pillow moment and this soft lambskin. But as I said, they also have a smaller version of it. I don't know. I just thought it's kind of funny to show you guys the most extreme of them, of the sizes that they have, because this like really showcases more this proportion game that Rick Owens likes to play. I really love this one. And good Lord, says Debbie, huge. That's huge, says Susie Q. Body bag, says Ollie. And Kevy says portable mattress. Ollie says that's what she said about the size. Oh my gosh. Well, this was my number 9, right? And as you can see, the selection has thus far been, some bags are, I'm trying to preserve them, to maintain them for 10 years, because some bags have made it on my list of my top 10 like if I could only have 10 bags, which 10 bags would it be? Video, and check out that video again, right? But other bags are new to this video. They haven't been on that other video. So it's a very complicated mental process to try to put yourself 10 years in the future. Like, how can you do that? It's like, it's really, really difficult. Yes, you'd be able to sleep anywhere, Kev. And this brings me back to this apocalyptic vision of the future that I have, right? So this is why I'm also thinking, you know, I have my backpack, I have that other bag, and like, you're good to go, right? Your bag is your house, basically, and you're running from space. Very Mad Max, okay? Very, very end of times moment. Now, and here is, I'm going to show you now the last one, my 10th bag. What's my 10th bag? You might ask yourself. Oh, Debbie, the expectation versus the reality 10 years down the line. Yeah, for sure things are going to change. I mean, obviously, this is a game. As I said, I don't even know if I'll be here 10 years from now, and if I am, destiny willing or whatever force willing, then I, if I'm still into bags like this, then let's see what happens, right? But, Ollie says, it's Chanel. Well, my 10th bag is actually not here. And also, my 10th bag is not from any brand that exists as a bag manufacturing brand at the moment. But I see, if I still love bags 10 years from now, I see myself with my own designed bag on my list. Coco wears her own bags. Vivienne Westwood wears her own bags. Like, Dacob is going to wear his own bag. So I'm hoping to design a nice bag somewhere down the line. And I would like to project that for myself for the future, to have my own designed bag in leather, but also in fabric 10 years from now. At least it's a nice thing to think about and to dream about. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Oli. Oli says, I'll buy one. Oh, D says, perfect. That's right, says Mwedzi. Oh, that sounds great to be able to make your own bags. Right, Suzy Q? Yeah. Great idea, says Debbie. Oh, I can see that, says Ricardo. Thank you. Yeah. So I just wanted to I was thinking about all these bags. Of what, 10 years from now, 10 years from now? I was like, well, you know what? No, let me put one of my own in this selection of these 10. Like, let me try to predict for myself something positive like that as well. Like, not just buying whatever's thrown my way, but also like making something of my own. And I don't know, I wish that for myself. If it becomes reality, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, oh well, we tried. You know what I mean? But at least I would like to manifest that for myself, right? And say it, hey, I would like to design my own bag in the future. That's basically the gist of the story. And so anyway, those are my top 10 bags from my future, if there ever is one. And I just want to say thank you so much to Amy from Fashionably Amy for tagging me, and for Cat L for creating the tag. I'll post their channels down below. Now, a lot of people that they've tagged, because they've tagged each other, and since then this tag has been going around for many months now, so probably everybody on YouTube already has done this tag. But just in case somebody has not done this tag, I'm going to tag Zara Justina, wonderful YouTuber. I'm going to post also the link to Zara's channel down below, so go subscribe to Zara Justina's channel. Also, again, the usual suspects here as well. Well, Andre, I'm tagging you. Of course, Jessie Style. I know you've done this video probably already, but whatever. Jessie Style, subscribe to her channel. Ramina Rose May, Caleb Snell again, Winnie BLV. Wonderful people. Subscribe to all of their channels. The Real Shakeen, and everybody else. I'm like, Connor's Closet, Dale's Addiction, Meredith, then who else? Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate being put on the spot. I haven't prepared a list, but you know what I mean. And if you have done the video already, my apologies for putting your name on this list, but I just want to give you a shout out anyway. So I'll just, because it's always a good thing, because when you add people in the description box, it helps their channel and it helps your channel as well, because YouTube links the two in that moment, and it's good for the algorithm. So there's actually, it's a great thing to help each other out and network like that, So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, what are your, I don't know, if you don't have a YouTube channel, but you want to tell me which 10 bags do you envision yourself having in the future? It's an interesting concept. It's very mind-boggling. Like, how can you know? Like the future it doesn't exist because it never happened. I always get mind blown when I think about stuff like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for my co-chatters. And and until next time, never forget to never give up on love and subscribe.